not sure. Mate, we're one of the only countries that does this dumb shit, taking injured players like that. Yeah. He's Luke Shaw.
He is, isn't it?
Man United fans want to call him Shawberto Carlos. He ain't it. He's never been world class.
You're underrating Luke Shaw a little bit.
No, I'm not. You man overrated him. He's never been.
He's
been a good,
at
his peak, he was a good defender. He's never been world
class. You rate
class.
Trent, for God's sake.
What,
you're sitting there bigging up Trent, and then
won everything in the game
throwing
at
Luke Shaw to
23.
the side. He can't defend. He's a defender. He can't defend.
And Luke Shaw can't play football because he's injured all the time.
Okay, but when he comes back and when he's on the pitch, he's a bonus player.
He's in hospital, chatting up nurses, man. Gareth Southgate's been here 6 years, right? He's played teams inside the top 10 world rankings of FIFA 24 times. How many games has he won?
4. We're back with another episode of the On The Bench podcast. I am your host, Jay Dan, back in the main seat. Gave Tone a test run and crashed the vehicle, man. But yeah, he done well, man. Big up Tone, big up the East Midlands Jake. But we're back, episode 19. Make sure you subscribe and press the bell as well, man, so you get the notifications when we're dropping episodes and that. And don't forget to like. All right, and to my left today, we got Mr. Talk to Frank, a.k.a. Frankenstein, the Man United man with the agenda.
Ain't so easy, is it? Ain't so easy, is it?
The Man United man. He wants Kobe Mainoo in the team. Today he said he's coming for Southgate. Bun up for that. Pause. He's going in for Southgate. That's another why. Nobody joking. So he's going for Southgate today. And to my right, I got the East Midlands Drake. He calls himself Mr. T Raw, a.k.a. Love Island, a.k.a. Tone Ador... What's his name? Adama Toure. The Grease Master.
How many AKAs am I going to have?
Shiny Arms, a.k.a. a.k.a. No joke.
Shut up, man.
And all the way in the corner, to my right, far right.
In a cage.
We got the boy in the corner, a.k.a. I don't even know what AKs I got for you, bro.
Yeah, you're full, man.
I can't even say your name because your name's a bun up. So AKA EE.
It's full.
We got to silence the first letter.
What's going on?
If you know, you know. What are you saying?
What's going on, people?
All right, boom, we're going to jump straight into the England game. They drew 1-1 with Denmark. Southgate, another Southgate. Southgate, man. His formation was terrible. Tactics are terrible. The substitutes he made was terrible. And a lot of fans ain't happy, man. Gary Lineker said the S word about the team. He said they're bloody shite.
Sugar, honey, iced tea.
He's not happy. A lot of fans ain't happy with Southgate, man. I'm not happy. And Frank's he said he wants to go in. So I'm going to let you start off and then we'll go after. Go on, Frank. Get him, boy.
Do you know what? The reason why I'm frustrated with Southgate is because on many occasions I've backed him and I've said that he's actually done a decent job overall, a good job considering where England were, let's say eight years ago or whatever it was before that. I remember going into the 2018 World Cup, we had absolutely no hope. No one thought that we were going to do anything, and we got to the semis. We really should have got to the final that World Cup. If Kane had squared it to Sterling, we would have been playing in the World Cup final against France. And obviously the feel-good factor came back to the national squad, hadn't been here for a long time. Obviously in Euro 20... Well, I say 2020, but it's 2021 really because of COVID. And we got to the final again, should have won that. And a lot of people were blaming Southgate's tactics, too negative, never playing on the front foot, always too conservative. And I was always like, yeah, but you know, he's done a good job overall. But I've just had enough. After that Denmark performance, it was shocking. And it's funny because I was watching the game with my dad and my brother, and I was 5 minutes in, and I said to my brother, I said, they just don't look at it. They just do not look at it. And Denmark actually started quite cagey, but then could see that England weren't on it. They weren't at it. And then they just started pressing forward, and Denmark were by far the better team. We were with 5-10 minutes left. I was saying, I'm happy with a draw. I'll take a draw. Do you remember I was saying to you guys last week as well, when you said that the prediction would be 1-1? Yeah, I said, I'll take 1-1. It's not the end of the world. It's, you know, you take that and then go on 7 points, you win the group. But we shouldn't be thinking that way, really, in the actual game. You know what I mean?
You know what? Go on.
No, and the last thing I wanted to say is, I feel like you look at players like Foden, Pep's the manager. You look at players like John Stones, Pep's the manager. You look at players like Declan Rice and Saka, Arteta's the manager. These managers like to play on the front foot. Trent Alexander-Arnold's got Klopp as his manager. Klopp as his manager. These kind of players, they all play on the front foot, but Southgate, you can feel his energy in the players. Like you can feel the negativity, you can feel the conservative football style and I've just had enough, man.
So
I can't deal with it anymore.
You're trying to tell me England are playing some old.
I'm trying to say I apologise to a lot of the people that I backed Southgate for who were rinsing him from the last 2 or 3 years because, you know, we could go and win tomorrow and win well. I get that, but it's not about a one-off performance. You need consistency. You need 2, 3, 4 performances in a row. And France, for example, their performances haven't been great, but France have won stuff. France have won major competitions. Deschamps been very successful as a player and as a manager. So no one's really going to question them. We haven't won anything. Yeah. So we need to start playing football where we're on the front foot. If your attacking players are your strength, then attack teams.
So this is where I think Southgate's going wrong. He's got Kane up front. He's got Trent in the team who likes to play in balls. He'll play a ball over the top wall. He'll whip a ball in. Kane ain't going to run onto nothing because he's dropping too deep. Yeah. So then he's brought on Watkins and then he's taken off Trent. He's taken off Foden. That's the 2 people who will play in a good pass. Yeah. He's brought on Bowen. He's not a passing guy. Ezra, cool, will play a pass. But you can see already he doesn't know cohesion. He's not, what are you doing? What tactics are you doing? Are you not playing to any player's strengths then? Whose strengths are you playing to?
No,
this is the confusion because who are you playing for? Go on anyway, Tom.
I just think he plays with a victim. I just think he plays with a victim mentality, man. Like a defeatist mentality. The way we score to then sit back. It's like he's always worried about what the other team's going to do, not having them worried about us, what we can do, how we can play. Like you said, you've got Walker, Stones, Foden playing for Pep. Trent for Klopp. The attacking managers, right, where in the league teams that they play for, they score 1, they go for 2, they go for 3, they smell blood, they're like sharks, you know? Here, we're like turtles or something. Like,
see the blood running away, boy.
We score a goal and then we go hiding, we go sit in our shell. Did you see like our average, the heat map that we had? Harry Kane, I think, was his heat map for the first half on the average was like left wing. For that game, for the first half.
But if you're going to talk about heat maps, what's his name? I think it was Rice and Bellingham's heat map. They looked like they were sitting on top of each other, holding hands. Sorry to even cut you because I just remembered that when I saw it, and you said about heat maps. When I watched them, it just reminded me of when they talked about Gerrard and
Lampard.
Yeah. I mean, they're both in the same position, but
it don't work.
It's not working. England are rubbish
because Jude's not a 10, man. Like you can't have a 10 be doing Jude's doing. I'm sorry, Jude's a 10 playing like an 8 in the 10. It's just a waste of. And we're just going to go back in circles. I'm doing it, you're doing it. Like the whole country sees, well, half the country I think sees that he shouldn't be in that position. Foden, I don't think Foden actually had a bad game against Denmark. I think he played pretty well.
He had a couple of moments, He had a couple of moments.
He hit the post, didn't he?
Where were the moments that he had? He hit the post as soon as he went into that space in the 10.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So to be fair, I was the one that was saying last week that play Bellingham as a 10, and it's funny because when I was watching the game and I was seeing how inactive he was as the 10 on that particular occasion. Obviously, the first game he was a lot better; he was everywhere. But then I thought, you know what? Maybe it is an idea to drop him. Maybe start him as a 10, but if things aren't working, drop him into the 8, move Foden. Like this is what I'm saying. What frustrates me about Southgate? There's no in-game management,
and he doesn't change. He doesn't do like
gets changed.
He done a dramatic change, but it was the wrong dramatic change.
Look, I don't. A lot of people don't rate Conor Gallagher. I'm not saying I rate him, but what I like about Conor Gallagher is he knows what he's good at. And he's not great, he's not this, but he's going to fight, he's going to battle, he's going to run, he's going to tackle, he's going to, do what he needs to do. So, but if you're looking to change a game, don't bring him on start him and then change it around. You know what I mean? But don't bring him on to change the game. He's not a game changer for you.
No, I hear
that. Understand?
But in the same breath, I sat here and I hear you lot all talk about all these managers that these players play for. I mean, the Artetas, the Guardiolas, the Klopps, but you lot are talking about managers that have won stuff. What has Gareth Southgate brought to the table?
You're misunderstanding.
What I mean is they've got that winning mentality, but what has Gareth Southgate won?
Yeah, nothing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you get what I'm saying? It's like getting somebody telling you how to save money and they're broke. I mean,
No, it's true.
like,
Great analogy. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, so I see it like that. And when I watched England, as I said, because I watched it, it was more the fact that the players have to take some of the blame. Now, and 1 second, and I'll tell you why. Wait, pause. Let me finish. And I'll tell you why the players, because how are these world-class players can't play past the ball 5 yards to each other?
I agree.
So as much as we're gonna blame Southgate for tactics and all that, like, see, when you get on the pitch, you've like all this money they're making. They've got to be able to pass 5 yards. Like it was comical. The passing was comical.
No, but a lot of the passes, there wasn't a man properly positioned to pass.
Cool.
It.
Can I? 1 second.
But sometimes there wasn't as well. That was an issue.
Wait there. And if there isn't a man in a position as football players who are on the pitch, it's their jobs to make those. I mean, like, even if Gareth Southgate says stay here, if there's a ball that you can make and you have to run a bit, surely you got to do that.
I agree. No,
so
I do agree with that. I think it is a bit of both, because I understand I'm blaming Southgate. Obviously, the players have to take responsibility.
We need to do a petition to get this guy out.
Like, I'm talking about.
Sack him.
I'm giving like the players, and you lot are going to disagree, but I'm giving them 70% of the blame.
No.
And I know you're going to disagree, and I'll tell you why.
No.
For the last couple of games, they've been on the pitch 90 minutes and they haven't performed. I mean, we're scrutinising Gareth Southgate, and I'm not a Gareth Southgate guy, because I don't even support England. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying it from an objective. I'm not a fan.
No, but you can't say that.
No, wait. Let me finish. You
can't say that.
Right? And they're on the pitch. I mean, it's just like Man United then. You support Man United, and at some point last season, you wasn't blaming Ten Hag. You were blaming the players because they're on the pitch. At some point,
but Man United is very, very different, because Man United haven't had a proper structure. Man United have had managers come and go who have not been, bad managers, but the players have been. Man United, Southgate's got a structure. Southgate's had a great structure above him. So there's no reason for him to not be able to put out a team, set out tactics that are gonna go and dominate the opposition. And like I said to you guys last week, with the utmost respect, we're not talking about France. We're not talking about Portugal. We're not talking about Spain.
We're talking about
Iceland, Denmark. We're talking about Iceland, and we're talking about Serbia. Again, no disrespect to any of those nations. They're all competent football teams, especially Denmark and Serbia. They've qualified. But what happens when we do play Spain?
Like an elite.
When they're pulling you apart.
And do you remember when we spoke and I said to you, like, England don't play hard sides. They don't play hard sides.
Yeah,
remember I said this.
Do you want to know a fun
and
stat?
Then I'm laughing. We're laughing because I said, I watched Brazil, and Brazil are playing Mexico a couple of days before they qualifies. I mean, everybody else plays hard games. England don't.
So Gareth Southgate's been here 6 years, right? In charge of England. He's played teams inside the top 10 world rankings of FIFA.
About 3 times.
No, 24 times. You know how many games he's won?
4.
4.
There you go then.
That's awful.
The proof's there, and it just shows you.
Record.
So what we doing? Obviously, by the time this is out, the other England games are going to be played. But the problem is the attack. What's your lineup?
It's the attack. It's the tactics.
Are you dropping Kane? That's the main question.
No.
Would you drop Kane and bring Watkins?
No, I tell you what, I wouldn't drop Kane. Yeah,
I think you get 1 second. Let me finish. I think if you drop Kane and play Watkins with the same team, swap Saka and Foden wings, I think you get a better result.
I tell you what,
I think you get a better formula.
I tell you why I don't drop Kane. What a lot of people are forgetting is Harry Kane doesn't do running like that. Like Heung-min Son done Harry Kane's running at Tottenham. Yeah, he's got runners at Bayern Munich. Yeah, Harry Kane's job is to, when Harry Kane drops in, the other striker runs. Yeah, he gets the ball and Harry Kane walks into the middle of the park and he nods one in. He might even volley it. I mean, that is how it. And they're not. My criticism of Gareth Southgate is he is not playing to any of the players' strengths. No one's.
Well, like Jay said, you've got Watkins who's going to make runs in behind, then you take off Trent. So you're asking Trent to pick up passes, and then the play that you wanted to, and Saka went off as well, didn't he? At the same time.
But Saka's
the only one that runs for Trent as well. He's the only one.
So
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no,
he's hung Trent out to dry.
But that's why I said I reckon if you drop Kane and play Watkins, I reckon I'd still play Harry Kane. You have to swap Saka and Foden's wings.
No,
they need to swap.
Do you know why? No one in the England squad can do what Harry Kane does.
Yeah,
facts.
Yeah. Harry Kane's world class. For me, Harry Kane.
Yeah,
is
but
still the best
he's
number
not
9 in the
showing
world.
that right now.
No, because it's not working for him. Hey,
No, but I'm going off
Mm.
how Southgate's got this team set up and what he's doing. That will more work if you've got Watkins playing. If he's going to play Kane and do the same shit,
But you know what happened though? If Watkins gets a chance and he misses it, everyone will be saying Harry Kane would have buried that.
But Harry Kane wouldn't have got the chance more than likely.
No, they did say it. I think it was a couple of games ago on Ollie Watkins. They're saying, he's missed the sit. I came on, he hit the post and stuff.
Yeah, but that's okay. But he got there because he made a run in, which Kane's not doing.
No, I rate Watkins. I've said this last time when you guys were debating about Watkins and Tony. I said I rate Watkins, and when he came on, he actually looked lively. He actually looked decent.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but why not play 2 strikers?
That's what I said.
Why
to
not?
him. I've been saying that. As I said,
if
just
we
because
can't dominate a Slovenia midfield tomorrow, why? So what hope have we got?
See,
then?
that's why I was saying to him,
play Watkins and Kane.
Yeah,
yeah,
but why not?
I play Watkins and Kane because as I said to you before, Kane doesn't do that running. If you look, watch football and you know, Song did Kane's running. Get me? Kane scores the goals. You know what I mean, England don't play it like that. So Harry Kane somewhat. Well, I need to come back and get the ball now. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to be involved. He's not the sort of player that you can say, all right, just stay up there and don't touch the ball for the next 6 minutes, because that's what's happening to him. The other game, remember, 2 touches in the first half. Cool. But when they did that, the other game, everybody was criticising him, saying he had got 2 touches in the first half.
That's because you've got a 10 that's not trying to find him. You've got Bellingham in the 10 running around like an 8.
Wait. Hear what I'm saying to you again. Yeah, he's damned if he does, and he's damned if he doesn't. Because when he stayed up front, everybody was like, 2 touches for 45 minutes, that's crazy. And now when he comes back, he's getting criticised.
But you know what, mate? He's a captain.
Yeah,
he's an experienced striker. He's a captain. He's the number 9. He's England's all-time. I remember Rooney got hung out to dry for England loads of times. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you're the talisman. You're always gonna have a scapegoat if performances don't sit right. And at the moment, it's him.
Well, he came out and he spoke about that, innit? And
he did.
I think he should have just cracked on. Me personally, I don't think he should have even addressed it. And I'll tell you why. Because what I'm starting to feel, Jude Bellingham did it as well. Yeah, when he said, when he scored the winner, he came out for his interview and he was like, I mean, there are going to be games that they're building up a wall. So just in case they don't do well, I mean, it's like us. It's like the fans versus them.
Yeah.
I mean, remember when Rooney got mad at the fans for booing?
Yeah, against Algeria.
So
I remember that.
They're building that. But the mistake they're making is England have just come back and united, the fans meaning, with the actual football team. So if they start doing that, it's a loss.
It's not the players' fault. It's we're not having this negative outlook on the team because of the players. It's because of Southgate. It's because of his tactics, how he's got us playing. We're then starting to... 4 years ago, when we had the Euros, right? Euros, when we hosted the Euros, the country was united, man.
Yeah, fully.
The pubs, everyone, we were loving it.
Yeah,
the Euros in our home
and we played well. England played well.
Final.
Yeah.
We're playing good. You got the players; they look like they want to be there. You got a good crop of them, and then now it's just like he sucked the life out of them, like a little.
I agree.
Dusty leech, man.
I agree. Listen, I'm telling you.
Do you know what it is? I think he's had too much.
He should have went.
Do you know what? He don't know what to do. He's got too much to select from, so he doesn't mean to say.
No,
I made this.
He doesn't have too much to select from. He doesn't. We've had him for 6 years.
This season he's had too much to choose. He's had to drop Grealish. He's had to drop Maddison.
Too much to choose though.
No. But as the manager,
you pick your team based on players performing. Grealish wasn't performing, so he shouldn't be in there. So you can't say he's got too much to choose, because if he picks Grealish. When Grealish was performing and when he first came in and he wasn't picking him, we're saying you need to pick the players performing. Then now, if he did pick him, we're going to say, hold on a minute, why are you picking him over someone like Eddie?
So did Bowen need to go? Bowen's been performing, but did he need to go?
Bowen's been on the fringe for a few years.
Bowen's good. I rate
Grealish
Bowen.
and Bowen play on different sides.
No, but I'm saying in general, did he need to go though?
Well,
everybody that's there, did Bowen really need to go?
Do we always need to take like what?
But we could have said, but I could say, and I'm not being disrespectful, I could say the same thing about Kobe Mainoo, because when they did that to Theo Walcott, that killed his career. You get me? That disaster.
Theo Walcott had barely played.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I know, but you get what I'm saying. It took him, he didn't even play
because of the quality of your team.
No, I agree. Yeah. But it's still Man United. You're still playing for Manchester United under a lot of pressure every week in, week out. Do you know, and performing. And he was man of the match in the FA Cup.
And guess what? And that's why I don't think Harry Kane should have said anything. Yeah,
because if you're in front of the camera and they're putting you know what I mean, you have to answer the question. You can't not answer the question, otherwise that's going to look even worse. You know what I mean? But what I was going to say is, on a more positive note, because I do want to talk about one positive, I think Mark Gahey was absolutely brilliant both games.
He's been good, actually.
His second game, he was even better than I thought he was good first game, but second game, he was even better.
He should be good. Look who we're playing.
No, I get that.
Nah, but I
don't want to hear this. Oh, he played good against Denmark. Look at him against Serbia. I want to see you up against France. I want to see you up against Spain, Italy, any team that's good.
But you can only play your opposition, though. You can only play who's in front of you. And of all the players, him and Saka so far for me are the only ones that have stood up tall.
Can I just say
Bellingham in the first game, yeah, but other than that, just those two for me.
And I'm going to say this. I mean, because nobody's talking about Harry Maguire. That's how good that kid's been.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I got to give him his flowers. Yeah. When everybody's going to go, oh, we know Harry Maguire, X, Y, Z. We need Harry Maguire in the box.
He's been cold. He's been good still.
Even when he lost the ball the other day.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he made
lost the
one
ball the other
mistake,
day.
and who won it back? He won
did.
it back. Yeah, brilliant tackle.
Timed his tackle.
Yeah, do you know what? He impressed me a lot.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire isn't this amazing England player, though.
No, he's not, but he does well for England.
He
does well for England.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree. He does well for England. He plays well, but he's not a player that you're going to go, oh... Like, if Harry Kane was out of the team, you'd be worried.
Yeah, 100%.
Harry Maguire out of the team, you're like, yeah, he does well for us, but we've got other competent defenders. He's not someone that I'm like,
So if Gahey's not in there, who else do you bring in as centre back?
Tomori, you could have brought in.
By the way, is Tomori injured?
No, he don't like it. Gareth Southgate does not watch anything outside of England.
Yeah, that's mental.
He doesn't.
I think Tomori's just as good as Gahey personally.
When Tomori's out
brilliant
with
defender.
Serie A, he doesn't want to pick him, but he wants to go and pick his little. Because he used to play for Palace, that's why he's picking all these players, man. It's nepotism. I'm seeing it.
But like I said, for me, brilliant. And I can see now why Palace are saying now 60 million for him, because he's solid, man. And bear in mind, he was injured for a long time as well last season. So he's come back. He's only played, I think, 1 or 2 games before the tournament.
Before the tournament, he played 163 minutes since Feb.
There you go.
And that was including the friendly that he played.
There you go.
For England.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not a lot of time.
Yeah, so fair play to him.
Are we going to talk about Shaw? Mr. World-class left-back, Mr.
Oh, they was on to you in the comments.
Mate, we're one of the only countries that does this dumb shit as well. Taking injured players like that.
Yeah,
we did it last.
He trained today,
We do it
though.
all the time. We've done it with Bex. We've done it
He trained today, though.
Oh, congratulations!
today.
He's trained. We're 3 games.
By the time he's ready to play, they'll be knocked out.
Back on the plane,
Back on the
He
plane,
didn't
bro.
play any group stage
On
game.
the back of the
So
plane.
why are we doing the same thing?
Well, do you know what? Let's
Sit
see.
at your front with his
Let's see
injured
what
self.
happens if we end up. Okay, we're going to progress tomorrow, 100%.
And he's not a player that you need to be taking a risk like that. It's not like he's Messi or the Messi of his position. He's Luke Shaw.
He is, isn't it?
Man United fans want to
They
call him Shawberto Carlos. He ain't it. He's never been
Listen,
world class.
you're underrating Luke Shaw a little bit.
No,
You're
I'm
underrating him a
not.
little
You
bit.
man
Luke Shaw is
overrated him. He's
brilliant.
never been.
No,
he's been a
Luke Shaw's
good.
quality
At
player.
his peak, he was a good defender. He's never been
Mate,
world
you rate
class.
Trent, for God's sake.
What,
You're
the highest-
sitting there bigging up
Trent,
Trent,
who
and then
won
you're
everything in the
you're
game at
throwing Luke Shaw to
23.
the side.
Trent, who won
but
everything in the
it's not
game
him,
at
though,
23.
is it? It's his
Trent,
team,
who's
it's
the
his manager.
all-time leading assist for a defender
But
in
he
the
can't
Premier League.
defend. He's a defender. He can't
Oh, man.
defend.
And Luke Shaw can't play football because he's injured all the time.
Okay, but when he comes back and when he's on the pitch, he's
Man's in
he's
the
a bonus
inferno.
player.
He's in hospital chatting up nurses, man.
Listen, let's see what happens when we get to the knockout stages and Luke Shaw starts playing. And if you can see the
Playing
overlaps
what?
and you can see, he's obviously going to play.
The guy's going to play and get injured.
Well, we'll
Talking
see.
about,
Hold on.
hamstring.
If he plays and he can't perform when he's not, then he shouldn't have taken him.
He shouldn't have taken him.
He shouldn't have taken him.
He shouldn't have taken him,
But
period.
we should definitely have taken a left-footed left back, not Joe Gomez, not Kieran Trippier.
Go on, say something.
I'm talking a left-footed. I'm talking Tyreek Mitchell. I'm talking
He's thinking about to say
even Ben
something about
Chilwell.
Gomez.
I don't rate Ben Chilwell. I'd even have him just because we've got a bit of balance on that side. A defender that's going to go up and down on the left-hand side. Look at Cucurella for Spain. He looks unbelievable. Why? Because there's balance to that team. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, okay, I would rather a 70-80% fit Luke Shaw than a Trippier or Joe Gomez on that side personally.
Nah,
If you-
because
but
you're
if you
only
can't
gonna get
take
7-8
him-
minutes out of Luke Shaw. You ain't gonna get. He
Well,
hasn't
let's
played
see.
since February.
Well,
He's
let's
gonna
see.
be unfit.
Well, listen, he went early to the England camp to be assessed. So clearly, if they've assessed him and they think he's fit enough, or he's going to be fit enough after the group games, that they want to, he's worth the
don't,
risk.
that's
then
why
he's
they've
worth
had
the
him
risk.
training on his own.
Well,
He's
then
been
maybe
training on his own.
someone's made a mistake. Then someone's made a giant
Gareth
cock up there.
Southgate.
Yeah, not today,
No,
though.
not even Gareth
Not today.
Southgate.
No,
You know
today
who
he
made the
trained with the
mistake?
others. He trained with the others today. He trained with the others today.
For keeping him in. Because he should
Man
have been
United
gone.
and Liverpool, you need to sponsor these guys the way
Should've
they
been gone-
defend their players, bro.
He should have been gone against Croatia. And then he should have been gone against
He's a diehard full.
Italy.
Who? Luke Shaw.
No, Southgate.
Oh, Southgate,
And now we're still here talking about this bummer.
Yeah,
Which
you can say it. He's going to get sacked soon. All right, boom. We're going to move on to Netherlands and France game. Ended 0-0.
What a game to cover that is, eh?
Bit boring.
Nah, it was an okay game.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
The Netherlands played well. France, their midfield is a bit.
That goal should never have been disallowed, by the way.
Nah, I think it should.
No, we're going to start again now, Tone.
Why should it have been disallowed? Go on, explain.
Shall I start or you start?
All right, you start.
No, you go
No,
first.
tell me why it should have been disallowed.
I don't think it should have taken that long. I do think who is in the way? Dumfries. Dumfries.
I think it was Dumfries, yeah.
Dumfries is impeding his ability to react. Now, hear me out. I know he's not in the keeper's eye line. I know he's not directly. If the keeper dove, Dumfries isn't in the way. But it's the fact that he's there. You don't know if he's going to make a move.
He wouldn't. Listen, keeper's not saving that because the keeper's going like that.
He wasn't saving it. I'm not
The
disagreeing.
keeper's going like that. He's looking to see that, and then the ball's past him before he's even seen the ball.
It's whether you're impacting his ability to play the ball, and he was.
Yeah, but right, and this is when the officials have got to sit there and think, do you know what? Realistically, he's nowhere near the ball. Even if he dies, that ball's going in, whether Dumfries is there or not.
That's not the law.
It's
not.
just but
If he's blocking his vision by any chance,
He's not blocking his vision.
He's blocking his decision making. Let me try to do that? No, he's in the way, so I can't.
It's similar to that handball decision that the week before as well, where it's flicked off his finger or whatever, and they've gone through it. Yeah, and Lukaku's disallowed goal.
That's a bit.
I think yes.
Sometimes you've got to bend the law a little bit to use your discretion and say, right, let's be realistic here.
Yeah, but it's like in that game, I think Griezmann was terrible. He missed sitters. He had
Griezmann wasn't terrible.
He missed like
the
two chances he missed. Yeah, but he just looked so dangerous.
Adrian Rabiot, man, 2 yards out and you're trying to square it.
Everyone was baffled about that.
That's when you know he's not a striker. You know what I mean? That's a midfielder.
Yeah, he's trying to square that. That's one of them big goals that you try and score on Pro or FIFA, isn't it?
But Holland is surprising me. You know, they're looking sound defensively. I think
that was Stats' dark horse, isn't it? Netherlands.
Was it?
Yeah, that was his dark horse.
Yeah. They've got. Is it who they're playing tomorrow? They're playing. Are they playing Austria tomorrow?
Yes.
That should be a good game. Really good game.
That's my dark horse. Battle of the dark horses.
I just think the pie needs to sort it out, man, because he's
my dark horse are playing tomorrow as well. Still, 8 o'clock.
Who's that? Belgium.
England.
Oh, England.
What?
Bro, you carry on, bro.
I am carrying on.
How are they a dark horse, bro?
Huh?
How's that a dark horse?
I told you, look, because they're rubbish, and I told you, look.
They was nearly. They're like joint favourites.
Favourites, potato. I told you, look, these man. I've been saying it. Look at his face. He's so disappointed that I'm saying it again.
I just hear what you say and what Frank says, and I just think, who am I sitting around? You know what I mean?
Nah. It's the truth. My dark horse.
You know when you go to the afters and you're sat there for too long, you're like, what am I here?
It's them 4 o'clock in the kitchen. Hungover in the kitchen.
Oh my god. All right, boom. What's another game? Spain and Italy.
Yeah, that was.
Spain pressed them, man.
Well, I sat there. Were you messaging me? Did it?
Calafiori. Calafiori looks great. Calafiori.
Listen, he's a good defender. He couldn't do much about it, man. It deflected, and it took about 3 deflections before it hit him on the knee, and then it was unlucky. But he's still got a lot of suitors, mate. He's still got a lot of suitors.
Spain was pressuring them, though. They had 20 shots.
Yeah, but the last 10-15 minutes, Italy could have. I thought they were going to nick a goal.
Yeah,
to be fair,
but you know, but Italy, what Italy do? Actually, they were one of my favourites. I said Belgium or Italy, and they were getting. No, I tell you why.
Yeah, you said Italy. You said Italy. That was the dumbest thing I heard.
Yeah. Remember that? But I said to you, Italy go places and win competitions.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. One reason why I'm not sticking it on England is this: what a lot of people are failing to understand. When Portugal won the Euros, they didn't win none of their game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's competition
crazy,
football.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they drew every
what I
game.
was saying to you guys before, it's tournament football, man.
So you don't reckon they might kick on knockout stages?
My dark horse.
Who, Italy?
Those dark horses you're saying.
My dark horse, England.
I got a feeling Croatia
click.
might do something to Italy tomorrow. I got a funny feeling.
Nah,
them Italian boys are not playing that.
They're one of my, what's the word?
Do you know what they look like?
Teams. They've been playing awful.
Yeah, they have to be fair. Do you know the only thing about Croatia is they look old. They look like aged. They look like they're running, but they still got quality. I still think they can do something tomorrow potentially because you know it's going to be like.
I think it's over for them, man. Do you know when your team's coming to
that last minute Albania dagger? That was.
I mean, Kovacic is 29. Modric is like what, mid 30s.
36.
Kovacic is 29.
I know. I thought he was.
I think he might. 40. Is he 29 or 30?
He's 29.
Yeah, he's still quality though. He's been their best player.
Brozovic is however old. they've got some young people in the defence, but their attack sold. You got Kramaric, I think he's 31 or 32. Budimir,
Budimir's older
and
as
then
well.
the other one who got subbed on. But they just look very susceptible to the counter.
They do big time.
Defensively, they're a bit shambolic. When they're on the ball, they look all right. They just don't have the attack. And I think
I don't think they've got the legs to defend.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
they're getting caught in the transition way
because they haven't got the legs.
Much.
They haven't got the legs.
Let's see.
And then
that
some
was
of the team selections too. Like Pasalic was on the bench in the second game. I think he should have started. Plays for Atlanta. He's a good player.
Yeah, good passage quality. Yeah.
So yeah, they've been very upsetting for me, man.
Yeah, so the Italians tomorrow still watch them.
I think Italy win or draw. That's
You
in my
reckon?
bet. That's what I'm going to gamble.
Yeah, I got
Italy 1-0, 2-0. So.
Do you want to tell us about your successful win?
Oh, 2 bags.
Nah, no one needs to hear about my club. Just donate to me. I'm going to start a GoFundMe. I'm lost in Tenerife.
Start a betting. What's them thing? No, the tipster. Should do a tipster.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
Start
nah.
tipping. Call it on the bench tips.
Tones tips.
Tones tips.
Don't gamble. That's the tip.
That's a bit
Fairs.
of
Right, next
Tones
game.
tips. Is that a bun-up?
Nah,
everything you say is white.
Tones tips sounds a bit bun-up-y. I'm on a bun.
Next game.
Why for that?
All right, Belgium, Romania. Lukaku. How many offsides did he have?
He scored a hat-trick of offside goals now, isn't he? No, a hat-trick of disallowed goals.
He's the first player to have
Can I-
goals disallowed.
And
by
since we're going to talk about Lukaku and disallowed goals, let's touch on their VAR because, bruv, their VAR works.
who's?
In the Euros, the VAR that we're watching, it
brilliant.
works.
Well, until the English officials, until the Premier League officials, Stuart Atwell and Anthony Taylor
There he
were on
goes,
it.
there he goes, there he goes,
France
there he
goal,
goes.
Yeah.
Shambolic, man.
So, but it works though.
Well, we're getting it anyway in the next
semi-automated.
season.
Yeah, But this is what I was saying again. If you go back a few podcasts, I said the arrogance of the Premier League to not bring it in last season when they were offered it, and instead sit there and manually draw lines is pathetic.
I don't think it was arrogance. It was more so being cheap. I think it was something
Probably a bit of both.
They didn't want because it just came out. We'd only just used it at the World Cup. That was the first time.
Mate, it could have saved so many decisions.
They had
so
said
many
about
decisions. And so much time.
having newer newer improvements because it was so new. So they didn't want to get it that season.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, because their draw lines worked a treat, didn't it?
yeah. So
4 minutes.
back to Belgium.
Back
so,
to Belgium,
yeah,
Romania. Group E. Furthermore,
they'll do well.
everybody can go through.
Yeah,
Everybody's on 3
Yeah.
points.
Romania plays some all right football. You know,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
good.
They got some good
Who do you think?
Solid, yeah.
Who do you think's gonna go through in Group E? Everybody's got 3 points.
I still think Lukaku will do the business in
Yeah,
the
I
last
reckon
game.
it'll be-
against Ukraine.
my
do you
one.
like?
Yeah.
Do you support like?
I
peop-
like Lukaku.
One second. Do you support people that's just been at Man United in their life?
No.
That was the
There's a
right
lot of
moment.
Why
there's a lot
for
of
that,
players that
Jay?
have been up for criticism.
What?
There's a lot of players that have been up for criticism. Trust me. But I've always liked Lukaku when he was at Everton. Even when he
skinny
was getting a
Lukaku.
lot of
Skinny Lukaku.
Yeah, he was. You know, I was watching a comp the other day of him when he was like at Everton and the goals that he was
Royds.
scoring, left foot, right foot headers, quality. But again, by the way, I made a mistake. I said he scored between 45 and 50 goals in 2 seasons. Actually, 42 goals in 2 seasons. But that's still a decent return when he was at United. He's been unlucky, but De Bruyne took his goal well, I thought, and Tielemans took his goal very, very well. That was from Lukaku assist. But what was it? Lukaku's 50-odd goals clear of the nearest goal scorer to him in Belgium's history.
That's mad. That's a
Because
joke of a
he
record.
scored like, I think it's out of 100 and something games, he scored like 80 something
Yeah,
goals.
80-odd goals. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a phenomenal record.
I think it's like 115 or something. Don't hold me that.
See him getting.
Yeah.
Well, at one point they had, was it Batshuayi? They had
Batshuayi, man, come on.
no, there was someone else. I can't remember who it was now that they had. Anyway, but Lukaku's been a mainstay for over a decade now in that team.
So you reckon? So Belgium's gonna beat Ukraine?
So
then?
I think Belgium will go through and
Romania.
Belgium also are looking shaky on the transition. Ukraine have Mudryk.
No, I know. Do you know what?
They've got
No.
some
There's a
defense
few
as well.
teams
Do
actually
you know what it is?
looking-
It's not only that what Belgium do, is they're risking it on the transition sometimes. So where sometimes it looks like it's shaky, it's like they're setting a trap if you get, but that's what it is. I saw it as well. On the transition, you're like, whoa, they're getting done, but sometimes because they want to score, they're risking it. They're doing what England are not doing.
But I think they had to though.
Yeah,
they had to
exactly,
that game because
yeah, exactly.
Romania 3 points, they won 0. If they don't win that game, they're under massive pressure. Whereas if they draw against Ukraine, well, all teams could be on 4 points, can't they?
Yeah,
by the end of it, that'll be
it'll
interesting.
Goal difference. Then,
Oh, if everybody draws.
Yeah,
goal difference,
But-
and then the fourth will
Yeah.
obviously not go through.
yeah. No, that's a.
Could you imagine
that's
if
the real
Ukraine
group of death,
might
isn't it?
sneak through? You know,
Nah.
you never know, man. See, this is football. You know, like they're playing so not good, and then last game they just sneaked through.
Slovenia. Wait, actually,
possible.
Slovenia in that group. Can we talk about
Slovenia
them?
in our group. Slovakia.
Mate, Lobotka.
Oh yeah, but Lobotka's always been good for Napoli. He's a quality
Balling out
player.
for them.
Unbelievable
They
player.
got Duda, who's 31, and then what's the other guy's name who's 37 on the other side of him? Both balling out, and then their left back has been, I think, that Hanko for Feyenoord played under my new
he's
manager,
very highly rated, isn't
he? He has been one of the best players in the tournament, I think, personally. Like him going up, good defense. He's got a couple of fouls, but defensively he's been very, very, very good.
More complete than Trent, would you say?
More complete than Luke Shaw.
There we go. There he is. There's
Bionic midget.
Perfect point there.
Yeah, man. Easy, man.
Can we cover the Scotland game? Because that was a hell of a game yesterday.
Yo, I want to shout
It
out.
wasn't a hell of a game, but
I want to
to
shout out to all the Scotland fans. Yeah.
Dada.
Yeah. Nah. They didn't make it again. It's if you think about it, like a lot of people don't know. Scotland have never made it out of a group. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna stomp on them. You know what I mean? I just gotta let them. Yeah. They didn't bring anything. All Tottenham brought to the Euros were their fans.
Tottenham.
No, I mean Scotland. All Scotland, yeah. They're like Tottenham as well. You know what I mean? All Scotland did, yeah, right, is brought their fans to the Euros.
Oh, Scotland no party.
Yeah, see, that's all they bought. I mean, their players, they're still in Glasgow or wherever.
Hanley in there. He's like, I don't get it when I see teams like a team like Scotland. Like, just bring the youth in.
Yeah,
just
but
get them to get some experience, and then they'll have a few years to actually do something instead of bringing these mid-30-year-old players, and you've never done anything.
Yeah, at one point a couple of years ago, they looked like they were progressing well. They had a lot of players coming through, a lot of players. Like Che Adams, when he first got into the team, was scoring goals for Southampton in the Premier League at the time. Robertson,
their Premier League players was playing
they've
well.
got some okay individual
McTominay,
players. Look,
McGinn.
you've got Andy Robertson, you've got Scott McTominay, who's not bad. John McGinn isn't bad. Che Adams isn't, he's not a world beater, but for someone like Scotland, he's not a bad striker. They've not. I don't know where it's just going wrong for them. Maybe
Robertson's washed now, man.
Who's
Out
that?
of it, Robertson.
He's still one of the best.
Andy Robertson.
Well.
He's done out. He's done.
The Liverpool agenda is crazy on here.
No,
You
he's
guys be keeping
done.
up,
Robertson's done.
holding hands.
What are you talking
Yeah, but
about?
mate, you were telling me that Joe Gomez was getting ahead of Robertson at Liverpool last season.
Yeah, because Robertson got injured. And
No,
Joe Gomez,
after he came back in.
Yeah, because Joe Gomez has had a great
But
season.
when he
I'm
w-
not listening to you. Ain't even been watching the Liverpool games. Don't
am.
chat to me about something I watch week in, week out.
I'm watching the games.
You weren't watching Liverpool.
Trust me.
You ain't watching Liverpool every week like I'm watching Liverpool and seeing Joe Gomez put 8, 9, 10.
But it's all right for you to have those Luke Shaw arguments then.
Because I watch United. I hate watching United.
See, it's the same
I
argument.
just want to
I
say,
ain't seen Luke Shaw on the pitch since February.
Calma.
and I just want to say, shout out to Kieran Tierney. You get me? We're not selling you this season because you got yourself injured. Yeah. I mean, he's back at home before the
by the way,
Scotland boys.
secured the bag.
That looked like a really bad injury for the Hungarian.
He's
striker,
still in hospital right now. Yeah, they were talking about it. I was listening to that as well today. So
all the best, mate. Wish you all the best.
Yeah, definitely. And don't do the same things for Kieran Tierney, though.
Yeah, Kieran Tierney, wish you all the best too.
Yeah,
How is a bit different to a life-threatening injury that you got to be stretching off for? You know what I mean?
Life-threatening. It was his cheekbone. He had surgery on his cheek.
Well, at the time, we didn't know what it was, did
Now
we?
we know.
That's why there was
It's
so
cheap.
much injury. Yeah,
Right, life-threatening. Defending, by the way, for Scotland, awful. Christie, you're a Premier League player, man. Sort it out. Why are you...
yeah.
Why is he
I don't know
charging
what
the
he was
ball
doing
down
there.
on the
Yeah, I
break?
don't know what he was doing.
Like that.
Yeah.
2 at the back.
Yeah, that was a shocker. But
Deserve
I
it,
just,
really.
but I saw that counter-attack coming a mile away because they were threatening, weren't they, the last 5 minutes, Hungary?
It came
When
from
they hit
their
the post
corner.
as well, and they hit the post.
Yeah, but it came from a Scotland goal.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. The counter-attack, they were threatening Hungary.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Scotland gone home now. Poland gone home now.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win the bloody tournament? That's
Portugal
the
looked
next
good the
thing.
other day. Portugal
Germany.
looked very
Portugal got more gears.
Even
They still
yesterday,
got more gears.
Germany-
good. Told you lot, Portugal, Bruno Fernandes. That's all I'm saying. And apparently there's an
He
agenda.
ain't even been playing that good.
He played well the other day.
He
Yeah,
did.
I bet.
Played well the other day.
Even though I feel
played well the other day.
that Bruno Fernandes is such a crybaby, he did have quite a good game the other
Played
day.
well the other day.
He did.
I'm not saying he was a world beater that day, but 7, 8 out of 10, I'd say.
We're gonna move on. Germany yesterday, 1-1. What do you reckon?
Do you know what? I was watching
They
a
were
Scotland
struggling, man.
game.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I was watching a Scotland
They're
game. I just saw the
struggling, man.
highlights.
I think...
You watched the Germany game, didn't you?
Hey, great game. Switzerland were almost coached perfectly to a win. Almost.
And then full crew came and slapped on him.
Yeah, he did. And I'm putting my money on him for being top scorer in the thing.
Really? What,
Yeah.
from the bench as well?
Nah, I think Nagelsmann should actually drop Havertz and start.
Will he though?
I don't know. I'm not in this.
I
yet,
don't.
but
I don't think he will
Havertz-
because Havertz has scored like I think it's like 17 goals in his last 18 games. So
it seems to me as though Nagelsmann wants Havertz up top ahead of Füllkrug for some reason. But I'm with you. I think Füllkrug's a proper number 9.
No, he is.
Havertz hasn't played good the last 2 games. The second game he was awful. I think he got hooked at 60-something minutes.
Be interesting to see if there's a clamour in the sort of German media to start Füllkrug, because he's got 2 in 3 games now.
2 and 3 off the bench.
2 and 3
That's
off the bench. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think he should start. He's doing stuff Havertz ain't really been playing all that well.
Yeah.
But yesterday, Mbolo. You want to talk about people that go missing? I don't know where he's been, but some certain people turn up for their country. He had Rudiger and Tar on strings.
Really?
They couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he made Rudiger look
like a boy.
Yeah.
Bro, they couldn't handle his strength. One arm across the chest.
All right, mate, calm down, bro.
This is what I'm dealing with.
But
this is what I'm dealing with.
To be fair, in the first game when he came on, I think there was about 15-20 minutes left, and he came on, obviously scored. But they were saying that he's been injured for a long time, and the nation's not the nation's hopes, but
2 years.
yeah. But they were saying that they rate him that highly.
And Doy, I think this is like his third game.
It was a late call up for him as well, I think.
He actually had a really good game. Germany as well. That all these big teams, they're looking. Maybe it's because of how they're pressing and they want the ball, but they're looking shaky on the counter attack. Germany.
Well, I think
yesterday,
with Germany,
on strings too.
I think about Germany yesterday is they got 6 points. So
I think a lot of it is mental.
I think their foot was off it as well. They were playing the game. I get what you're saying, but I mean the intensity is you don't really need the intensity. I'm already through. I got 6 points.
Second gear.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tone watched the game. I didn't watch the game, so
I didn't want to finish.
They weren't really doing anything. They had a lot of the ball. They weren't really making clear-cut chances.
Well, Switzerland nearly won a group.
They did. And Germany made a couple of mistakes. Switzerland could have they could have went 2-0 up before the equaliser. So
I need to see who plays who next now. Who's Germany got in?
Germany
round
plays
16?
second in our group.
Who's
so we want to win the group, really.
Your group, England.
Who said that?
That's what happens if England comes second.
We play
I didn't
Germany.
say I was group
He watches
England.
African Cup of Nations.
Djibouti
ain't even in it.
You see what I mean? That's what I'm saying. See your wife for that. You see that?
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're Gareth Southgate, what will you do in tomorrow? I mean, we all pretty much know what the team's going to be. The same team, but Gallagher for Trent. But if it were up to you, what would you do tomorrow against Slovenia?
Start with the boy in the corner.
What would I do? I'd play 2 up front. Got to play 2 up front. Just play 2 up front. Play people to their strength. The only person that I feel that can play in a different position in that midfield and still do it is Saka. Why? Because he played left wing back.
If you play 2 up front, you're talking about Watkins and Kane.
Yeah.
So what formation would you play and who would you drop for Ollie Watkins? Because if you're playing 2 up front, then that means you've got to drop Foden, Bellingham or Saka, pretty much. Because Rice ain't going to get dropped because he's your only number 6 style player.
I'll drop Foden.
You drop Phil Foden?
I'll take... No, but it's mad because I wouldn't, because how I would play, I'd like to see Phil Foden play behind my 2 forwards. If I had a choice, Foden would play behind my 2 strikers, yeah? And see when Foden gets tired, I'd throw Eze in there. I'd play Saka on one of the wings, and when Saka gets tired, I put Palmer. I play Gallagher. You spoke about Gallagher. Do you know what Gallagher reminds me of? Paul Merson. Yeah, he's a worker. You know, in every team,
yeah, but Paul Merson had quality on the ball. Paul Merson would get you goals and assists.
Yeah, but Gallagher's got, but not for England that much. When he played for England, he was just, he was just a worker.
I don't really remember Paul Merson playing much for England. I don't remember
exactly
at all.
He played a couple games, but he was just a worker. He just worked hard.
So what you're saying is you'd go with the same defence, obviously, and then you'd go with Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, obviously Saka.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't need to drop Foden then, would you? Because you could play from the left, and then you'd play Watkins.
You said play Foden on the left.
No, in the middle.
No, I'm asking.
You can't play Foden.
I wouldn't.
This is the
I'm not
problem.
playing
So all right. So if you drop Foden from the left, so where would you play Watkins up top?
Yeah.
So who'd you play on the left?
I know that's the problem they got.
What, Gordon?
Yeah, I play Gordon. I said that to him. I play Gordon. And
Portugal's
even Saka can play on the left. What a lot of people forgetting, is Saka used to play left. He used to play wing back as well.
I said this last pod.
Look, right.
Saka should play.
No.
Guys,
But
I know that you're right, but Saka's not played on that position for a very long time. Number one,
But you'll get more out of Saka there than Foden.
That don't matter.
But would you? I don't
I
know.
reckon you will.
I
You'll get
can ask you a
more out of it.
question.
You'll get
Guess
more
what?
Saka on the
Guess
left.
what?
And then
Remember?
who would you play on the right?
Foden.
Yeah.
Well, look again, but this is what it comes down to. Again, I'll go back to the first point I made. Southgate doesn't try things different. Man United, I've seen switch Rashford and Garnacho wings. I've seen other teams switch their wingers. You know what I mean? Even though they don't play on that side. Switch your wingers. Try something different. 10, 15 minutes. See, let him attack that fullback. Let him attack that fullback.
He's too rigid.
Yeah, he is. What about you, Ton? What would you start with?
I'd resign.
Fair play.
I'd look in the mirror and I'd say, I don't know what. I'd say you're not good enough and you need to resign.
See, I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah.
He needs to bounce.
Hey, Ivory coasted it and they won the AFCON. They fired their manager. So
That's what Sean was saying. Sack him.
I don't
Can
know.
we sack Southgate
What can he
mid-tournament?
do?
not gonna happen,
He's not
is
going to
it?
do anything that he ain't got the brain like me. He's an idiot.
Do you know what else I think Southgate is missing a trick on? Bringing in a world-class coach with him. That's another thing that he could have done for ideas. Like I don't know much about Steve Holland, I'll be honest.
Just call someone up and say, bro, I need help.
Well,
Help me.
hold on. He did that with Pep.
Help me.
No. You joke about it. He did that with Pep in 2018 when Pep said to him, play 3 centre-backs and play Kyle Walker as right centre-back and stick Trippier right winger. And that's what he done. And that's what we got to.
Pep's probably washed his hands with me. He's like,
Yeah,
this guy
probably,
can't
yeah.
be coached by me.
He's an idiot.
He's probably had enough now.
Done.
What are you doing?
I think I would do what you guys said at the last podcast, even though I was adamant playing Jude Bellingham at 10.
Drop him.
I would play him as the 8. I'll play 4 again.
Would you start Trent?
I wouldn't start Trent.
Why? We're against
Because-
Slovenia. Remember, we're against Slovenia.
Yeah,
He
I
offers
understand.
more than Kyle Walker.
I understand,
He ain't going to
but-
have to defend as much, seeing as he can't defend.
So I would go with a team that you're going to take into the next potential round as well, not just, right, we're playing a weaker team, we'll play, you know what I mean, this, or we're playing a stronger team, we'll play this. I would go with a team that's going to affect the game more. So I would play Kyle Walker, I'll play
How
Stones,
is he going to
Gahey,
affect the game more?
and obviously Trippier. I would play Bellingham and Rice. I'll play Gordon on the left. I'd play Saka on the right. I would drop Foden, and I'll play Harry Kane.
I can't believe we're dropping.
Hold on. 1 second. Yeah, that's right. Four. No, hold on. What have I done? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to make sure I've got the right
Southgate's
numbers.
Bro, this is a
Right now.
podcast,
Yeah,
not a maths lesson.
Yeah.
What was your defense?
Say that again.
What was your
same
defence?
But yeah, it's pretty much the same defense. But yeah, so yeah, Bellingham and Rice in the middle, and then yeah, like I said, Gordon on the left, Saka on the right, and then Kane up top. But obviously, for me, Phil Foden coming on afterwards would be a thing, you know what I mean, to impact the game potentially. He seems to be taking off Saka with 15, 20 minutes left every game. So if you're going to do that and you're going to bring on Phil Foden, that's a natural like-for-like replacement.
And I just remembered why I was saying about putting Saka on the opposite side, because I'd play 3 at the back. I play 3 at the back.
Yeah, well, I've said that as well.
I'd play 3.
I've said that as well.
And then I'd play 4-1-2. And then Foden doesn't have to play on either wing.
So what would your defence be? Walker, Stones and Gahey?
Yeah.
And then Trippier and Trent Alexander-Arnold? If you're going to play 5, you have to play Trent.
You could have Bellingham, not Bellingham, you could have Saka left and Trent right. Crosses,
Yeah.
spamming them.
I'm going to play, and then I'm going to
I'm
play
just not a fan of
Foden.
Saka from the left,
Then I'm going to play.
personally.
Top.
I'm going to play Foden and just behind my 2 strikers, and then he gets to run into the box and do all the stuff that you want him to do.
go.
I got my 2 strikers. Harry Kane can drop off when he wants because Foden's going to run in.
Watkins
Watkins going to run. You understand? So
Trent's gonna
yeah.
cross it.
So I just sat here because I was trying to remember why, how I was putting Foden in my side. I mean, I'd even would have put Gallagher because he's a worker on the up. If you didn't want to change Saka from his position, I'd have put Gallagher on the other side and put Saka on the other side.
What about Adam Wharton?
Why
is Adam Wharton
Actually,
not getting, not between us, I'm talking about in the media. Why is Adam Wharton, because
And Palmer.
he looks like the sort of player that will just sit, play passes left foot, right foot, keep the balance, you know what I mean? He gets stuck in as well. He can get you on the odd goal as well. I think he looks like a brilliant player.
And that's the other thing because you got like Carl Palmer. So Carl Palmer, I bring Carl Palmer on when Saka gets
But where would you play Cole Palmer?
I take Sakharov.
But what, you play him on the right?
Instead of Bowen.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer's no good on the right for me. Because he's going to keep coming inside, like fully inside.
And then the whole season, though.
Yeah. What's that?
Cole Palmer, he played on the right the whole
No,
season.
he didn't.
Pretty much.
He was playing as number 10. He was playing as number 10.
Not the whole time.
Pretty much. He does his best work in that number 10 position. So then him and Phil Foden and Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane all going to get away with each other. That's the truth, because they all occupy the same areas.
Oh yeah, but when I bring on Palmer,
No, Foden's calm.
when I bring on Palmer, I take off Foden and I put Eze. I'll drop Eze into that spot there.
Eze didn't look too good. I know he came on, but he didn't look too good at all.
Yeah.
I still like.
I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is? Because it looks like nobody's willing to take the risk. Yeah, it's no risk taking.
Comes down to the manager. This is what I'm saying. The energy that the manager's got is not the same energy that these guys are getting at their club level.
Yeah.
And they look. 6 years ago, England. Look, Pep Guardiola revolutionised English football. We all know that.
He made English football
ruined.
Because you've
He
got
ruined.
okay.
You ruined. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
You've got Sunday league teams playing out from the back, right? So 6 to 8 years ago, English football was not on that level, right? A lot has changed since then. So when Southgate was trying to do this and trying to do that, he had the buy-in of all the players. Since then, as I said to you before, Arteta, Klopp, Pep, all these managers have come in and have dominated it. Well, not so much Arteta, but the other two, they've dominated the football. Arteta's looking young, and you know what I mean. He's a progressive manager. So because of that, these players are looking up to these guys now. So when they come back and they go to their dinosaur tactics with Southgate, they're thinking, What's going on? What's going on? And this is, again, like I said a couple of minutes ago, he missed a trick as well by not bringing in a different level coach. Someone else that could change, have some ideas, different coaching sessions, different plans, different tactics. We don't do that.
Back to what you just said about dinosaur coaching. So do you reckon they're not playing for the manager maybe? That's another thing. They might not even want to play for him. They might
the whole playing for the manager thing, I'm not a fan of, because you play for your country. You don't play for the manager.
No, but I mean, if you ain't got the dressing room,
they don't buy into his tactics.
They don't buy into it, yeah.
And if they can see the first 10, 15 minutes it's not working, they're like, what are we actually doing here?
No, because who did the after the game interview and said our tactics aren't that? He's not telling us to sit back. Who was it after the first game? They said, it just happens. He's not telling us to do that. But you should know as the players to
not do that.
to go up. Like Harry Kane, you're a captain. Tell your team to push up 10 yards.
Yeah, but he's not a vocal
Declan
captain,
Rice,
they're saying.
You've got this captain aura about you. Go up. Stones, you're experienced. You're 28. You've been playing in one of the best teams in the world. Command your defence. Tell them to push up.
I've seen Liverpool playing football under pressure, like when Liverpool are Liverpool under Klopp, and I see Klopp going to the touchline, going mad, beating his chest, saying like, encourage. You know what I mean? Courage. I want to see some courage. No, it's true. I want to see some courage. What you lot doing? And then all of a sudden, for the next 5-10 minutes, Liverpool dominate the ball. So look, Southgate's obviously a different character. We know that, but you need to have some sort of, I don't know, message to the players to say what you lot doing. This is not working. You know what I mean? Whether it's to Harry Kane, your captain, whether it's to Declan Rice, whether it's to John Stones, all your leaders, you sit there and say, what you lot doing? Jordan Pickford even, get your defence up, get your midfield up. Start on the front foot, press properly. We looked so disjointed the other day when we were trying to press Denmark.
You know, maybe they ain't playing for him. I wouldn't play for him. The way I'm thinking about it right now, I'm like, if he chatted to me, I'd just go in this ear and come out this one.
And what the best thing that Gareth Southgate's done was the Pizza Hut advert, and he had a bag over his head. Dude had a bag.
That was a classic. That was a classic.
He's got no aura, nothing about him.
And this is what I'm saying, yeah. And remember, a lot of these players 6 to 8 years ago when he first took over, they were young. A lot of them, they're not young no more, man.
He's sucking the life out.
Do you know what I mean? They're not young no more. And a lot of
me. I'm usually energetic. Look how demoralised I sound.
He's just made everybody
like sound like my nan just died.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up soon. Predictions for the England's last game. Start with Frank.
I think we'll win. I think we'll win 2-0. Yeah, I think we'll win 2-0.
I'm going 4-5-0 England.
4-5-0.
This is Football Watch. You're a betting man.
I'm not betting you on. We'll have a chat after.
Go on.
4-5-0.
Yeah, go on. Do you want to bet?
You smoked before you came in.
Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet?
Hell yeah.
How much? £50.
He's seeing dollar signs, isn't he? He's seeing dollar signs.
4 or 5-0. I don't know. It's gonna be 4 or 5.
I bet you my house. I bet you my car.
What are you saying? What result are you going with? How much? Wait, £50 you said, yeah? We got this. Or now DJ and pay me, you know, for my Havertz money as well. So I don't know, you brothers better be paying up.
You little Vinny. Yeah, I'll bet £50.
All right, cool. Listen, it's on camera. All right, go on. What's your result?
2-0. 2-0.
Do you know England?
Yeah. Look, if you start in Gallagher, we've got no one in the middle that can pass.
I feel like we'll start strong and we'll probably take the lead, and then because Slovenia need a result, don't they? Then they'll push on and then we'll counter attack and we'll go and get a second goal, and then we'll just sit back and defend after that.
Boy in the corner. He's gonna say 5-0 Slovenia or some shit.
You're gonna say 2-0 Slovenia.
Go on, let me bumper clout you.
Nah. It's gonna be a draw.
That's reasonable.
What's the draw? What's the score?
0-0.
No, you man ain't got no goals in you.
All right, Fez.
All right, cool.
Hopefully
We've got to wrap this up anyway. All right, that was the episode of. Oh my God, I'm all.
18, 9.
We're deflated, man.
Let me know if you want me to come back and be host.
I'm deflated today, sorry, man.
He's struggling.
I've had a long day. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, that was On The Bench podcast episode. What episode are we on? 20 now, isn't it?
19.
I look better in the middle
No,
too.
it's not.
So.
The
You
last
said
episode was
19 at the start.
I didn't. I didn't say no episode.
You said 19 at the start.
It's 20 though, isn't it?
20.
Yeah, my bad. 20, man. Southgate's all confusing me. Episode 20. Yeah, big up Frank. You're off soon, innit? It's going to be
One more in me. I got one more in me.
He's going to be missing for a while. He's getting MIA. Yeah, that was episode 20. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to hit the bell, like, subscribe, comment.
Share.
Leave some comments about Southgate, what you think. Should he get sacked? You got to sign my petition. And yeah, boy in the corner, got any last final words for the people then?
You're coming home. You're coming home. You're coming. Yo, you man have got big ambitions for your team and that world class, but respect you lot
Your
still.
team never makes it into their own tournament, okay?
Here he goes again.
Never make it.
See, why for that? Give him another why.
I'll bomb McClaren.
We out.
We out.
Peace.